Kirsten, it's Sammi.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Your training going well this week?
It is, yeah. That week and a bit flew by.
No doubt, eh?
How about you?
It's been okay. It's been a busy week for me, so I got a couple runs in, but like I was mentioning to you before, I'm like not a runner, so I'm trying to find the joy in it.
Just have to stick to it when the joy comes.
Oh, exactly. I think partially it's like the playlist that you pick too.
Oh, 100%. New music and the right music makes all the difference.
No doubt. Question for you. What do you listen to? Like, what's your kind of go-to like music when you run?
Well, I go on different kicks. Right now, I'm kind of on the electronic, like Kygo, Matoma,
nice.
Odessa, all that stuff. Yeah, that's been a solid couple months now, and it's not getting old.
That's awesome. It really like pumps you up, that kind of music. It's like
it does. Yeah, it's gone
super
through 90s rap phases.
Yeah, man, love that stuff.
That's always good.
For me, it's like I listen to like the Google Music playlist, and I always have. It used to be songs before, but mine's the Michael Jackson Dance Party. Cannot not move to that.
Okay, that sounds ideal. I've got that app. I should try that.
It's pretty awesome. So you know, what would your tips be about nutrition kind of leading up to the run, and especially the day before and day of?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is to not go crazy or not do anything like drastically different. What I usually do the night before, I don't like, there's an old theory about like carbo loading and all that stuff. I eat like a little bit extra simple carbs, but nothing like crazy. And then
by simple carbs, you mean like what?
Well, I usually go for rice because I don't do like super well with pasta, but it could be sweet potatoes, any sort of digestible carb. And same with the protein. You want one that's sort of, you don't want a steak or something the night before, but you do want protein like chicken or something like that.
Okay, cool.
And then I would just avoid fibrous vegetables and like too much fat and anything that's going to maybe upset your stomach. So
totally.
Yeah, pretty simple.
That could get uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a long run. Yeah, they just make sure you drink enough the night before. It's same sort of thing as the carbs, though. You don't need to go crazy, and you still need some electrolytes, so you don't want to drink too much water.
Totally. Before I run, I don't really like to like load my belly up with anything because it's uncomfortable. So like would a smoothie be kind of more along the lines of what you would go for day of, like right before?
Yeah, you could go for a smoothie for sure. I usually, because my race is 2 hours. I mean, I guess some people in the run are going to be running for 2 hours. I try to have a big meal like 3 to 4 hours out.
Oh, that's smart.
By the time I'm at the start line, it's digested what I have in my system. And same thing, like pretty much, it's pretty simple. I usually have like a big bowl of oatmeal with some like protein powder or peanut butter or something, just to keep it, with the protein to keep you full a bit longer. But pretty simple. Breakfast is a pretty easy one. Like just maybe not a whole bunch of bacon or anything.
Totally. And probably shouldn't drink the night before either, eh?
Probably depends on your goals. Yeah. Yeah, I would say unless it's electrolytes the night before, I wouldn't go for much else. I'm not sure what they're going to be handing out. I would assume it would be Red Bull for during the race, but I usually mix the night before. I flatten a can of Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I mix that with water and electrolyte tablets. Depending on where you're running, like when it's hot, I need salts and magnesium and all that. So,
totally. So you like crack the Red Bull like the night before, let it like flatten overnight kind of thing, and then you mix the drink in the morning and take it with you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So for me, I drink that like while I'm biking. That's easier because you have a water bottle holder.
Totally.
But if you want to drink a little bit of that like in the hour before the run, I find the taurine like buffers, well, it's a fact, it buffers the lactic acid, so your legs don't feel so heavy.
Right.
When you start to get tired. So that's what I use it for.
Oh.
But if it's an early morning race, it's also good to be pepped up.
No, that definitely like sounds like it would help a lot to kind of like keep your energy up and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah, and if you think you need more and you want to take a gel with you or something, I think that's more if you're planning to run upwards of an hour and a half.
Right. Well, what do you mean by gel? Like, what is that?
Sorry, I've been in this too long.
No, it's okay. It's like a magical concoction of like electrolytes and stuff, or like what is it?
Yeah, so you can get them from like somewhere like Mech or bike shops or any running store like that. Even sometimes in like Nesters or the grocery store that's switched on like that.
I wish we had those out here. I miss Nesters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, any sort of sporting store should
totally.
You ask for a gel, a power gel or something. And yeah, it's pretty much just a like goopy, syrupy mouthful of sugar, essentially.
Okay.
But yeah, once you start to use up most of your glycogen stores in your muscles, which is usually around the hour and a half, 2 hour mark, that just like your muscles eat it up in like 5 minutes, and you'll notice a change of energy.
Interesting.
If you take it at the right time. But yeah. I mean, if you're planning on running less than an hour and a half, I wouldn't say it's necessary, but it can definitely help. I
kind of want to just try it to like see what it's like.
Yeah.
Might be good for my vlog.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll stay. You need to wash that down. You need to take that near an aid station because that'll go around.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So, running wise, let's talk. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about technique and what you would recommend, I guess, to make it easier on your body. Are there any specific running techniques that you employ when you're going for those long distances?
Yeah, I think that's something that sort of you can work on bit by bit over time. I think, some people try to drastically change their form or try to change an athlete's form. And it just always looks really forced to me. And I think your body usually chooses like the route of least resistance. So what it's doing naturally is probably what's best for the way that your body works.
Gotcha.
And there are things that you can do like in physio to, if you have something that's chronically tight or weak or something, you can fix those in the background, and then usually your running form will sort of come together naturally.
I gotcha.
I do try to sort of lean my center of gravity a bit forward so that it's kind of like you're always falling and catching yourself a little bit.
Yeah, totally. I get that.
Yeah, and that seems to help with just like flow. And the biggest thing I think is just to like give yourself mental cues to keep your feet turning over quick, because that's the first thing to go is your cadence starts to slow down.
I gotcha.
And I think that would be in the short term. The best mental cue would just be to keep your feet ticking over, and in that sense, then listen to some Kygo and just match the beat.
No, totally. That's it. That's why I love listening to music so much on the runs and working out and stuff. It's because the music and when you match the beat, if it's like super energetic, it kind of like it keeps you going. You're almost like run dancing.
Totally.
People look at me run by and they're like, "Who is that weirdo?" Like she's just like all over the place. Do like little turns.
Yeah, you jump when the beat drops.
Totally.
Yeah, I think, that's a great tool for that. And that's probably the biggest thing that's going to help you in the short term is just keeping your turnover high.
Love it.
And other runs, I think that's probably the biggest thing is just to, don't force anything. Just flow.
So curious too, because 100% of the proceeds from this run is going to spinal cord research, and I wondered if there was a personal connection to you for the cause that drew you into being involved with this, or are you just doing it to generally help raise awareness and funds?
Yeah, I mean a little bit of both. And through Red Bull, it's such a family. I've met a number of action sport athletes, and a lot of them are my friends now, and so that kind of hits home.
No doubt.
And through Lululemon, I met the most inspiring person ever, Josh Dueck, Olympic medalist in sit-ski.
Right. Yeah, that name totally sounds familiar. That's awesome.
You know him? Yeah, look him up. He is the most inspiring person you'll ever meet. And so, that's a bit of a personal connection. And just being sort of an active, outdoorsy person and being able to relate to how it would feel to never be able to do what you love again.
No doubt.
It's pretty heavy stuff. And anything that we can do to help them to find, an answer, I'm all for that.
I love that. I just love this cause. I think it's really amazing, and I just can't get over the fact that this is happening all over the world at the same time. Like, that is the coolest thing. Everybody's running for the cause, so this is really cool to be a part of it for sure. Well, thank you so much for chatting, Kirsten.
No problem. Thank you, and we'll chat next week.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.